Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. I will show you my coffee, but I will just spill it. I'll take a sip. So I wanted to talk about breathwork quickly, because one thing I was not aware of, which has helped me massively, is actually that oftentimes we think of breathwork, and at least me anyways, I always thought it was just purely hyperventilation, like aggressive stuff. It actually doesn't have to be. So of course that, like doing the hyperventilation, big in breaths, big out breaths, and then breath holds, breath retentions, that's going to be the best, like just shaking everything up, moving everything around and giving us that hard reset. But if we just want to keep things moving, we don't actually need to be making noise. Like we can actually do breath work silently, let's say. And again, the reason being is we just want to get the breath and the blood, therefore, like with that, the blood in the lower part of our lungs, because 70% of the blood in our lungs is in the lower half. Our lungs are shaped like this, so like the majority of everything is down there, but that doesn't get activated most of the time. Most of the time we're just breathing here, like into the chest and out, and that's why you get fucking, and you can still breathe through your nose and it still goes to there. So, but then even worse then is just mouth breathers, mouth chest breathers, like they're just subpar humans. Not subpar humans, they're in a subpar human state, subpar performative state, active state. Yeah, like it's just the worst physical state to be in, mental state to be in. It's just mouth breathing to here. We want to be slowing the breath down, nasal breathing into the diaphragm, lower parts of the body. And our thoughts change, everything changes, our energy will change, everything will change, and everything starts with the breath. So if you don't want to do the big intense ones where you can't be bothered to do it, literally just getting the motion down, activating the lower half here. So you can see, oh you can't see, 1 second, let me just move you guys down. Boom, boom, there we go. So just activating that, making sure, and I like to warm it up. I like to massage back part, front part, just push in like boom, 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 boom. I like to do this, like push up. I can think keeps falling. Push up underneath the ribs, boom, boom, boom. All of that just to engage, just to warm up the organs. Because again, if you're going to do some heavy breath work, same as the gym, you don't just fucking walk up and pick up the 40s and just start repping them. Like you want to ease into it, a little bit of stretching, a little bit of light sets first, and then it's just nicer to the body. You just walk in and do that, you just get injured. Same thing here. It's just not a nice thing to do to yourself. It's like kind of like very vulgar and crude, but it's kind of like raping yourself. Like you literally just, all of a sudden, the body doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Again, it's getting put into a stressful situation, which is a good thing, but we can also create that stressful environment without the shock and the, I was going to say trauma, but it's not going to stay. Oh yeah, it's just not nice, you know what I mean? It's just like punching ourselves in the face. So that's the way I view it. Just be nice to yourself. So, sorry, I've just seen this wood and it's super cool. It looks, I don't know if I'm gonna keep this in the video, but it looks like a toroidal field. It's like the energy. Oh my god, there's 2 of them. Dude, that is the coolest fucking thing. Because this is what I literally see everything as. Like that's the toroidal field, that's the magnetic. Wow, that is bad. Oh wow, they're all like that. Of course they are. Everything in nature is like that. Everything. That's why it looks like an apple. That's why apples have that. Leaves, everything. Magnetism, electromagnetism. We can talk about that in a different video. But yeah, for now, breath work. If you don't want to do, and what I would advise is, what I really like to do, really helps, just whack on a guided one. Just whack on a guided breath work. And like Breathe with Sandy, Nick Sweeney, they're my favorites. I've got one. But just any guided one, and use that. Like I've got my favorite one is Breathe with Sandy. if you search Breathe with Sandy 5 minutes, I'll make sure to link it below. Yeah, I'll just link it below. It's like a 7-minute long video. The actual breathing part is 5 minutes. You can do that every day, man. And if you do that every day, you will feel so much better. I always say this, when you're doing that breath hold, and again, these are only 30-second breath holds on this particular video, but when you're doing that breath hold, once you've done your hyperventilation, you're sucking in and out, once you do the breath hold, there is no bullshit there. No bullshit is allowed. You're not going to bullshit yourself in that state, because it goes from loads of motion to complete silence. And I always catch myself out, like, in there, you really see what's actually, like, where you're lying to yourself, what's actually going on. You get ultimate clarity. And it's also a really good place to do the programming, to do some mental rewiring, because we actually we program ourselves when the brainwaves are slow. So when we wake up first thing in the morning, when we're in a meditative state, last thing before bed, using binaural beats, any of these things to slow down the brainwaves, that's when we can do the programming. When we're holding our breath, that slows down the heart rate, which slows down everything. The brainwaves slow down with it, and that's when we can do programming on steroids. So that's when we say to ourselves, I'm a profitable trader because I follow my trading plan. I scale up trading easily. I make money from multiple different sources. Money flows to me effortlessly. All that kind of stuff, when we're in that silence on the breath hold, just 10x's the amount of leverage and the amount of the impact that it has on us. So yeah, and that's a little bit one today. Breath work, talking about it now because I fell off, and yeah, Nick commented on one of my videos and I was like, fuck dude, like I've really fallen off with it, and back on it now again, and I just feel so much better, like instantaneously. Got back from the gym this morning. If you don't go to the gym, man, like, I just do not respect people that don't go to the gym. I just don't rate them. No, I do rate them as humans, but I don't respect them in that way, because it's just such a fundamental pillar to excelling in whatever domain that you're doing. So yeah, like, I'm not gonna fucking tell you to go to the gym. But yeah, it's again, the gym is the pillar. Like, do the gym. If you're gonna do the gym or breathwork, do the gym, because you're doing breathwork there anyways. But breathwork then on top of that, yeah, leverage. That's all today. It's Sunday. I'm gonna head to a cafe now, get some graph done, some content. I need some data to catch up on. I've been a couple of trades that I've not recorded yet, and it's just giving me anxiety. So I need to get on top of that. Cardinals in, leaving them behind. But yeah guys, have an amazing weekend, and I shall see you all soon.